here for a moment. Why is it trying to do this? Why is it trying to retouch? I don't want that. Just get a pole set up here one moment. There we go. Sorry guys, get it all set up again. We're good. G'day, Lightwood. Thank you for reappearing. There we go. So we'll have a chat. We'll see how everyone's going. I need a coffee. That's what I'm due. So yes, feel free to put the kettle on, make yourself a coffee. Did you want to come up here, dog? Because you're whining at me. Do you want to come here? No, you can come up here. Go to the window. Go lie down. No. How can you just had water not 30 seconds ago. How are you looking at me for water? They're still in there. Hang on. One moment, folks. You have impeccable timing, Heidi. Here you go. Drink. You need toilet. Okay, I understand. Hey, don't destroy my door, thank you. Are you done? What are you fussing about? Toilet, hurry up. Sorry guys, Heidi decided it was... I just let them out right before I went to the garage before. Howdy Ryan, how are you? Tina? Hey everybody. Yeah, I did a stream just before, but I had a podcast and stuff playing, and then everybody left in the end. So we won't do that again. Noted. We'll scrap that off the menu of the channel. Mandy, g'day, how is everybody? Just been down the garage and cleaning up the workbench and that, so we'll stream that for a bit. Lightwood, I'm alright with it, mate, but it's very visceral. I was alright after. I haven't watched them before on the Goat Raiders channel, man, so yeah, it was very interesting watching a goat birth live. It's very interesting. I was like, okay, that's alright, but once I saw a hoof, I was alright, so as long as my baby has hooves someday, I'm sure I'll be fine. As long as I see a hoof pop out first, I think I'll be alright. Terrible. But yeah. My truck's not working today. It's bothered me greatly that my truck is not working. How you going there, Ryan? Tina? How's everybody going today? That's your 2 cents. All I have is hey. Is that your 2 cents? Either that or it's hiding messages. Do I dare try do all... What? Yeah, the diner. Yeah, diner's not working. All messages. See, now today it's going to work. Okay, that's good. But yeah, I think its fuel gauge is deceptive. That's what I think. I've backed down the hill and I idled it for a while and went to warm it up, and then it just died kind of on its own. And I'm like, okay, and it's showing fuel on the fuel gauge. It's got no fuel light on, but I think it's all just in that back corner of the tank with the hill. So there we go. I have to go out later and get a fuel can. Cooey, g'day mate, how are you? KC. Yeah, if anybody has a question, anything anybody wants to talk about, I'm just sitting here. I'm just chilling. So, the truck wouldn't run this morning, so I ended up taking Susie's motorbike out, which was quite an ordeal to get it out of the garage and out. But I got it out and went for a ride for the first time since the First time I've ridden since the ZX14 blew up, so it's probably a couple. I'd say it was a month ago, but it's probably more like 2, isn't it? So I've got a good chipper disposition today. Am I Australian? I'm from New Zealand, mate. New Zealand, but near enough. Make sure these 2 dogs are staying nearby. Dogs? Yeah, they're around here somewhere. Zed, come to bed. No, she's still going. All right. Dogs are still doing business. I just got to watch the boy doesn't take off. Yeah. I mean, the gauge is working, but it's not. It's about a third of the way between empty and quarter tank, and it's decided nope, it's got no fuel in it. I went, okay. So I'm placing my bets, so that's what's wrong with it, because I only had it a couple of weeks, and I haven't run it out of diesel yet. That's the lowest it's been on fuel, but yeah. Your Australian friends. Where are you from, Casey? Where are you from, man? We'll just check on these dogs, guys. Make sure we can locate the boy, because the boy will take off under the. Oh, there he is. You all right there, mate? All right, good. No, dogs are good. All is well. The garage. My brain is calming down because my garage is getting clean again. So I built a new floor in the garage with everything in there. Took down all the shelves, made mess everywhere. But now it's got to a point I can actually function in my garage again, and my brain's just like, oh, thank fuck. USA, nice, man. We're in the States, we got quite a few. Funny thing about YouTube, man, most of my viewership is USA. Might be the time zones and stuff, I don't know. But yeah, we just hang out, and if a topic comes up, I try to keep it chill. Rocky Mountains, oh, beautiful, man. It's nice. That must be a nice place to live, eh? Right up in the Rockies, mate. That's the dream, isn't it? Nice. I like it. Just keeping an eye on the dogs as well. If you ever wonder why I'm staring out the window like Stan. Do we have Burger King? Yeah, we got Burger King. I don't eat any of that stuff though. I don't eat McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's. I stay away from all of it. But yeah, we do have Burger King over here. What else we got? We got Carl's Jr. as well. I don't know. They've probably been here about 10 years. Carl's Jr. G'day, Daniel. Yeah, happy Monday. Yeah, Tuesday here. Yeah, where are we? What time is it here in little old New Zealand? 12:41 p.m. Tuesday. So yeah, I'm just having a bit of a lunch break, a little bit of a smoko. You seen the Odyssey? Is that a movie? How you going, Luke? Arby's? I don't think we have Arby's. I know we have Denny's. Actually, I don't know if I know they shut down quite a lot of the Denny's, but I think there's some left. Sup, my main half homeless dude. Sup, my identifies as a running man, but isn't fast enough to be a professional running man. What up? Coming at me like that. Troy, storyline Odyssey. Oh, okay. Is that... Alright, I'll have to Google all of that. What am I looking for in a man? Oh, what would I be looking for in a man? A good business partner. Somebody I can go fishing with. Somebody good at working on cars. Yeah, smashing gears and sinking beers and all that, mate. Happy Tuesday. G'day, Gabrielle. How are you, mate? Things going well? Where's my dudette? She's at work at the moment, mate. She's at work. This is New Zealand guy streaming during the day. Yeah, I was streaming earlier. Did nobody get a notification? Because I just streamed for an hour until 10 minutes ago. I put on a podcast in the background working in the garage, and then everybody left. and I was sitting there with 0 viewers. And I came inside to have lunch, and we were still on like 1 viewer. So I had to reboot the stream. But apparently now everybody gets the notification. All right, good to know. I think I understand why, but I'll keep that secret from other creators. Gotta have me secrets, mate. Things I look for in a man: appropriate leadership skills. Most, yeah, that makes sense, right? It's any woman would be looking for in a man, good leadership skills. So someone who can protect and provide. That's kind of the nature of it. How's the weather? Well, it was nice and sunny, but now that you mention it, it's all the clouds rolling in now. You see, it's getting a bit gloomier. The wind's picking up a wee bit. It is winter here, so I've been grateful for the sun this morning. It hasn't rained. Spent Sunday taking out a retaining wall we got for free, picking that up in the pouring rain. I live streamed that too, so that was good. But yep, it's nice to be home. If you want to read the poll question, tells you like what the channel's about, or you can like look at the channel description. That'll help let you know what the channel's about. This channel's about self-improvement, helping people with their mental health and stuff, guys. Depression and that kind of thing, right? So that's what I do here. Leave it. Like, would leave it. Leave it. Leave it. Oh, I love it. You guys done? You proud of yourselves now? You come to a self-improvement channel. No, I'm not depressing. Not depressing at all. I'm a very happy. I'm a very outgoing, chipper fella. But when there's nothing to reply to with what's going on in the chat, I'm gonna have to sit here and wait it out. Any plans this upcoming weekend? Oh, I don't know yet. We'll see what happens on that. Now, I never quite know this early in the week, but most likely the weekend will come. I'll buy something else for the property or something, and something will happen. Am I Indian too? Maybe a little bit sometimes. Thanks for the tip. Nice welcome, mate. I'm back for the shaft later. Trying to have just a nice, pleasant conversation, guys. Can we not have that in the world now? Can we not just have a nice, pleasant conversation? I got something that's not depressing to talk about. We hit 2,000 subs yesterday. 2,000 subscribers. I went live February 7th, and we've hit 2,000 subscribers now. So thank you, everybody. Do appreciate it. On a cut, and you're so hungry. Fill up on water, man. Fill up on water. Or you can have some have something high protein, man, like steak, something like that is going to be fine to cut with. Just keep the carbs low, man. That's what I do for diet, man. Basically steak, mostly steak, man. Steak, sausages. That's about it. Bacon. Been eating ice chips. Yeah, well, you can have some steak, man. Have some mince or something. Have some meat. You'll be fine. It's the carbs that are going to make you fat. So just look into the carnivore diet more, man. Would be my suggestion. That's what I linger around. As I did pure carnivore diet for 9 months, but now I sort of stay. I'm not that strict anymore. But I mean, I went pure carnivore for 8 months and dropped 40 pounds, dude. And I really wasn't working out that much or anything. I was just like going about my day, and I dropped 40 pounds. So it's a good way to quick drop. Getting a lot of chicken because it's cheap. Yeah, I feel you. If you go to butchers and stuff, butchers will cut off a lot of fat off steak before they sell it, right? So if you go to the butchery and just be like, literally, they'll give you a bag of fat of the offcuts off steak, so you can fry those up. fry that up till it's like, cut it up thin, fry it crispy, mate. It's a good way to get some free fat in. It'll satiate you well, you know. 2,000 subs, bloody awesome effort. You have grown a cool little community here. Kudos to you. Thank you very much, Gabrielle. You guys make it what it is, right? So I do appreciate it. I appreciate you guys sharing your stories and stuff and helping people as well. So it all works out. Chicken's low on omega-3. Yeah, I would say a piece of fish a week goes a long way. A really fatty piece of fish. Salmon if you can, but salmon's expensive. But, you know, find the fattiest fish you can. A good piece of that once a week is really helpful. You need to eat more fish too. Yep. Just a decent sized piece of salmon. If you can find it discounted. If I can find it discounted, I'll usually go for the salmon. I'm just going to get the dogs in, guys. I don't like being in here not knowing where they are. Come on, dogs. Here. Where's your brother? Zed boy. Here. Beds now. Come on. Wait, what are you doing? Hippie dogs. Hey, bed. Buddy, come. Come on. Yes, get in it. One. Come on. In. Beds. Two. I need a third dog. Then I can say three. I didn't stutter. You heard me. You heard what I said. Taking your omega-3 and your brain works better. Kind of amazing. You're only going to get out what you put in, right? So, like, for example, me smoking doesn't do wonders for my health. Off at the moment. Go on, good girl. You know, I pay a price for that, right? But yeah, traditional diets usually had a lot more fish and stuff in them. This is why human beings typically live near the ocean, not inland, right? It's where societies were and stuff. Is, you know, fish formed a large bit of the human diet. I mean, the human diet has only changed in the last, since like the 1950s. That's where it all started to change. And then in the last 10, 20 years, it's got really bad with processed crap. But words come out more fluently? Yep, for sure. Yeah, it definitely helps with the cognitive side of it. 9 calories per gram, what's that on? Fat has the most calories of the macros. Really? Oh, no, interesting. Hello, Rez. How are you, mate? Good to see you. Yeah, thank you, KC, helping out Ian there. As I say, like we're just hanging out and topics come up and whatever. I'm not too bothered. We just don't do any politics and stuff, right? We talk about our own lives and what we're trying to work on. That's the point of the channel. Fair enough, Kimmy. Shake it to D-Max, I suppose, or something. I don't know. What were you doing in your shed and what motivates you to go in there? Cleaning up, organising things. I wouldn't say I'm motivated. There is a slight motivation of the end goal, right? To have the space set up, be back to working on cars. Is that driving me a bit? But I still don't want to do it, man. So it all comes down to discipline. It comes down to I don't want to do it. I'm not motivated. It's the simple side of it, right? There's a small amount of motivation, but motivation will only carry you so far, especially in things you don't really feel like doing. So discipline is just doing it when you don't feel like it. That's all discipline is. I think people overcomplicate it. If you feel like doing the thing, you'll be doing the thing you're motivated. But if you're sitting, being like, oh, I'll be more motivated soon, I'll get there, you're not going to get there until it's discipline, until you override it. It's as simple as that. Thanks for that, Scrappy. Much appreciated, mate. Thank you for the free engagement. Make sure you hit the like button. Yeah, I saw that unknown. Yeah, I saw that. Had a good laugh at that. Oh, I haven't heard of that kind of fish. Mate, we have different fish in New Zealand, I suppose. Like here, if I go fishing, I'm mostly going to catch snapper or carwai or something. You're right there, dog. Some days I sit staring out the window, watching this world pass me by. We'll go out there again soon, alright? You just chill out. There you go. There you go. Just sunbathe a bit. That's good. Sit there like a big golden chicken nugget. Yeah, I gave up. I gave up vaping, man. I was really short of breath when I vaped. I tried to get rid of cigarettes and replace it with vaping, and it was a very bad idea. The convenience of a vape, always having it available, just at any time. I'd be I went and visited my mother. I was just seeing my mother's lounge, and she's like, "Don't vape in my house," and I didn't even realize I was vaping. I was like, "Shit, sorry," you know. It's that constant every time your body craves a fraction of dopamine, having it there, I think it's quite a problem. And yeah, I ended up just I tried vaping 4 times. I kept going back to it and trying different different percentages, different all kinds of stuff. And it always ended the same way, that after about a month of vaping, 6 weeks of vaping, I couldn't even walk up and down this hill twice, and I'm like, like gasping for air. So no, I got away from the vaping, man. Schaefer's New Zealand style deck sealant, yes. You got to stain your deck, mate. If you're trying to build a deck around home, it's good to have treated timber, but if you want a good strong deck, you do need to protect it. You need to wrap up your deck, put a good stain on it. Yeah, res, yeah, yeah. That's one way of putting it. You good there? You just sunbathing, eh? Just chilling. Okay. Happy dog. Oh yeah, there you go. You're getting free hugs. What do you bump your head on now? Just check you ain't got a tick or something. You're right there. Oh, no, you just duffed your head. All right. There you go, mate. This is Miss Heidi. Hey. You're all right, professional. You're all right, mate. Picking on my accent. What did I do, eh? What I ever do to you, yeah? You coming in here trying to start a bit of Barney Rubble, ain't you? Bit of Barney Rubble, bit of this, bit of that. I see it, mate. I see it. I see it. Commander Norrington over here, blooming casting stones at me. Vaping is bad too, but when I went back to cigarettes, yeah, Darren, that's kind of the problem I'm having, is the cost of the cigarettes was a lot of the reason to get away from them, and health reasons as well, of course. But I thought, hammer the cost with the vaping did not work out for me, to be honest. That's all right. Live and learn. Live and sometimes learn, I suppose. I'm American, USA, baby. Okay. Good to meet you, Scrappy. Hope you're well, mate. Never vaped or seen it, but no. Yeah, I figured that probably went without saying, Diana. You're quite a good, logical, well-rounded person there, Diana, that everybody can aspire to, mate. Hey, Kristen, how are you? Yeah, doing all right, mate. Doing all right. Way from Florida, Catsby's Corner. G'day, mate. Good to see you again. Like and subscribe, says yours. Yes, yes. Do that, yes. Hit the like button. If you don't, anywhere above the chat, you can just poke me in the eye a couple of times. We'll see if we can get to 20 likes. Beer and chips and gravy. Ooh. With some potatoes and gravy. And yeah. Yep. And that's why she's got the big ears, mate. He hears everything, that dog. It's like a big. You notice how if I make a sound, you'll see one ear turn, the other one won't. So I'll see if I can do it. I get one ear to turn. Because they cone separately, right? So when she's sleeping at night, she'll put one ear towards me and one ear towards the road, and you'll see the dog's ears like rotate. When she walks in front of you when she's listening, instead of her ears being like that, they'll rotate. So you'll actually have the cones of her ears aimed back at you. So she's listening to what you're doing. Oh yeah, 22 likes. Thank you guys. Thank you. Getting famous. Just popping through, brother. About to get some sleep. Have a great stream, peace. Thank you very much, Gravity. I checked out your It was like 500 push-ups and hundreds of squats. It was from yesterday. I checked out some of that, man. Threw a like there for you. Great to see you, Grav. Hope you're well, mate. Hello, cool person. I'm cookie time, but I'm stuck as pure gluten at the moment. Oh dear. Oh dear, you're struggling. That's all right. This is a place for anybody who's struggling with something, mate. Hopefully we can help you. No stones for me, but raising a German Shepherd is time consuming. He looks super healthy, yeah. I'd say it's a she, but yeah. They're a lot of work, right? I think people do need to understand that. Like compared to other dogs, like a German Shepherd is a very active. Yeah, they take a lot of work. Worth it though, but that's the thing. Is like I didn't want to have dogs if I wasn't somebody who's like I didn't want to leave them at home all the time. That's why my mum growing up didn't really want a cat or a dog. Didn't like animals jumping up on you. My dad was like, I had a dog growing up, and the poor thing, like, yeah, he had a yard, he had free rein in the house, but I don't like leaving a dog at home all day. So I kind of waited till later in life, and then able to get my own dogs, where I can actually, they go on the road with me. I'm around them all the time, so they do get a lot of separation anxiety because they always want to. This dog always wants to know where you are, right? Wants to know that you're all right. Without a job, without a herd, a German Shepherd, you become the herd. So they were bred to herd animals, right? But without a flock to manage or any of that, you become that. You become what they protect. So yeah. If I was around when you were young, you would have tried. Yeah, yep. Oh yeah, I do like the white Swiss shepherds and stuff. They look all right. We're looking at getting like a pure black long-haired German shepherd next. That was a possible theory. Dog is a she. Yes, she is. She is 3.5. She's got a pink collar, mate. Got a cute little pretty pink collar. The boy ones have a much more sort of boxy nose on them. You'll just see it in the snout. You'll see the boys have a much more rigid face. Had an Anatolian shepherd. Does an Anatolian shepherd wear like janitor like overalls and carry a mop, or I feel like Dana won't understand that joke, but other people might. An Anatolian shepherd, yeah, must it wears blue overalls and it carries a mop. No, okay, don't mind me. I'm losing it, chat. I'm losing it. Thought a border collie that heard me when I was younger and in high school. Yeah, yeah. The Turkish Shepherd. Yeah, I wish I could get a Kangal, Turkish Kangal. I was like, ooh, yeah. But I don't think I've never seen one here. I've never seen one for sale or anything. So I haven't looked into it. But I imagine like there's a lot of animals you can't get in New Zealand. Just how it is. Lions of Turkey, they're called. The Belgian version is insane at climbing and obstacles. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's a Belgian Malinois, right? So that's different to a Belgian Shepherd. A Belgian Shepherd and a Belgian Malinois are not the same thing. Yeah, but I would love a Malinois, but like I need to have my own land first. I need to have like 8-foot high fences to even have any chance of controlling such an animal. So yeah, I really would love a Malinois, but they're a ridiculous amount of work. You always got to remember that with a dog, like how they look cute online and stuff, and then the reality of actually owning one is different. Like a lot of people get a husky. Huskies get returned to dog shelters more than anything else because people see online this talking stubborn dog, and they go, oh, it's cute off a reel, and they go, oh, I want a husky, and then you live with the husky, and it's like, it's cute on 30 seconds of reel that you see once a week. It's not cute when the thing is sitting there. You know, I didn't want a dog that argues with me, and I've seen huskies do that. Oh, it's time to go home, and the dog flops, and golden retrievers and stuff will do it as well. Oh, okay, it's time to go home, and they throw a tantrum, drop themselves on the ground, and won't listen to the owner. It's like, and start whining. I'm like, I don't want a dog that's going to do that. I don't know. I mean, I've also known somebody who had a husky that was very well trained. It did the order woo, but you know, it shut up when it was meant to, and you know, wasn't a dick. But that person was a dog trainer who owned it, so you know, stick with the Chihuahua. Yep. Don't blame you. G'day, Curse. How are you, mate? Can't put them in a pen. They have to be with you. Yeah. Lily, I love him. What should I do? Oh, what's the rest of the situation there, Lily? What's going on, mate? You said, yeah, I love him. What should I do? But what's the rest of the situation? You'll have to let me know there. I'm sorry if you've mentioned it before. I'd need a refresh, mate. Yeah. Having a bit of a lunch break chat today. I've been in the garage. I was in the garage a lot this morning. And then I had a bit of a break, went live for an hour in the garage, and then, yeah, we'll come in and have lunch and a chat, and my coffee's run out. What time is it for everyone? Out of curiosity, just so I know, there's a lot of my regulars and stuff here at the moment. What time is it for everybody? Just so I know me streaming times. Let me know what time it is for you, and should I have started, 2 hours ago, or is in another 2 hours is better time for you, So you can say what time it is for you now, and say, 3 hours ago would have been better, or 3 hours later than now would be a better time window. You let me know. I'll try and restructure it for everyone. Hey, Outpost, good to see you too, bud. Yep. How you been? 7 p.m., 9 p.m., 8:05. All right. 9:05 a.m. for you. 8:05 p.m. Okay. So it's a good kind of time slot for you guys. Would you like it later, earlier? Tell me later or earlier. What do you? We'll just get a later, earlier gauge here. So this is a good. So 9:05 p.m. So I suppose 9:05 p.m. is probably a pretty good streaming window for most people, right? Or 8 and 9 in the morning. Okay, that's interesting. So would you guys usually get on live? When are you free from after dinner and stuff? Is it 7 p.m. or in the morning? Is it 7 a.m. or 8 a.m.? That you sort of get online, or is it 7 or 8 p.m.? I don't know. It's a hard way to ask the question, isn't it? No, I'm not one of those, mate. It's a heck of a thing to say in somebody's chat. But I've seen people like yourself saying that in everybody's chat. So anyway, we're just gonna go here and give you a permanent ban. There you go. Cool. Thanks for that, mate. It's an interesting world, isn't it? G'day, Jaron. Hey, mate. Great timing, 6:06 p.m. here. Okay, Paulson. Cool. Appreciate it, man. Well, your friend, Mr. Patel, you put the $ after the number, mate. So, no, it's a invalid transaction there, I'm afraid. I had a Catahoula blue leopard breed dog. She was always chasing anything or anyone. Catahoula blue leopard. Okay. Haven't heard of those. 2 a.m. for you? Oh, what are you doing up at 2 a.m. there, Garden? You going all right, mate? I like when you're live at 3 a.m. EST. What time is it again for you now, Outpost? I'll just double check, man. You did say. I'll just double check. 9 p.m. for you now. 3 a.m. So another 6 hours away. So that'd be 7 p.m. my time. So it's usually my evening chats, right? About an hour into my evening chat, then Outpost. Be about an hour before Dennis, but before Men of Action usually goes live, right? I know your Eastern time. Yeah. It'd be about 7 p.m. my time, I think, right? No. Can't sleep, that's why you're up at 2:07 p.m. You're up at 2:07 p.m. I assume you mean AM. If you can't sleep. AM. Yeah. All good. Why can't you sleep? Why can't you sleep, Maggie? What's on your mind, mate? Yeah, I'm trying to give it up though. Sugan. Ah, I see. I see what your name is. Okay, I get it now. I get it. I got it as I first read it, and then tried to figure out how I'd handle that. Oh, here we go. I'm pretty sharp, mate. I'm pretty sharp between the ears of things. You know, you got to try a bit harder. You know, you got to try cupping the balls first, at least, or something, man. You know, you got to work. Well, you got to work up to these things, not just have. You know, you don't want to have it just directly in your name. It's. I get what you're trying to do, though. You're trying to get people to address you right. You know, but you do want to make better use of your time on Earth, right? You do realize. I'm just going to call you Sugar. I'm just going to call you Sugar. All right, Sugar. What you need to know, Sugar, is you have 30,000 days on Earth as a human being, right? That's it. If you live till 75, which is the average human lifespan, right? Okay, you got 30,000 days on Earth, right? You take out about 5,000 of them for school and stuff, right? You're going to lose another, you're going to lose about another 10,000 to sleep. And then, doing dishes and buying groceries and whatever this and work and all that stuff, right? So of those 30,000 days, how many days do you actually have, when it's like a nice summer day, you can go outside, you can go and do the things you want to do. You'll find this probably, you can carve out about 1,000 days like that in life, right? I am talking to you, mate. I'm talking to you. I think there's a better use of your time, Sugar, than going around the internet with a fake name and just trying to talk crap, right? It's a pretty poor use of time, man. So I would suggest lean into a hobby, lean into something you don't believe you can do that you'd love to achieve in life and start putting your time at that, man. Would be a much better use of your time, bro. That's what my channel is for, man. Try and help people chase their goals and dreams. That's what I do here. Positive mindset, man. Don't waste your life trolling people and stuff, man. I used to do it as a teenager, as a kid, and that. I used to troll all over the internet and stuff. It's a waste of time, mate. Burnt up years and years of my 20s video gaming and shit. Just, everything's expensive in the world these days, man. Get out there, start making some plans while you're young and stuff. That's how you get ahead of everybody else, right? Yeah, I figured. Yeah, I figured you are. Yeah, I appreciate the confirmation there, Sugar. Well, if you start now, bro, you start to focus instead of just being like, whatever, you'll get somewhere in life, That'd be my suggestion, man. Don't waste your time trolling on the internet. I know it's a laugh, but it's just you're not getting anything back for your time, right? Like video games or watching TV and stuff. Like a little bit of it's okay, but you don't want to waste your life. Don't waste your life, mate. Yep, have to count all the years I lose smoking. That's it, Nero. Yeah, that'll wipe some off for sure. Yep, I'm cutting mine down. As I say, I'm not perfect. Yo, it's all good, bro. I didn't want to be your mod anyway. I'm a mod in 6 other channels, my guy. You're a bum and your chat is the most boring of them all. Well, thank you very much, my friend. Thank you for your kind words. For a question nobody asked. Thanks, bud. Yeah, you learn something along the way, though, right, Jaron? Like doing stuff like that, You went to college, you went to the military, and you did construction. It's all stuff where you were doing stuff in that time, right? Whereas, then there's totally empty things like doom scrolling and trolling and that. Had a ghost. Well, what's that, mate? I don't know the modern terminology there, Sugar. Maggie, sorry to hear that, mate. Can't sleep because I have a chronic condition. I'm in a lot of pain. What condition have you got? If you don't mind telling, otherwise it's all right. You don't have to. Um, yeah, I had a lot of inflammation. And I changed my diet was what fixed it for me. Um, just keeping down the carbohydrates and sugars. I still have sugar in my coffee, but the odd, you've got some jet plane lollies here. But beyond that, I try and behave myself pretty well these days. Troll's got to eat too, plus it has yoga here. It's a smoke trick. I wouldn't know. No, no, I'm good. No, I won't. I don't want to. I don't want to promote it. I don't think anybody should smoke, man. I don't want to. It's not cool. It's something I've been stuck with for 20 years. It's actually the thing I battle with the most of. It's just still fixing my life. So no, no, we won't do that. Osteoarthritis. Yeah, yeah. I would suggest Maggie looking into a carnivore diet, mate. Looking into a carnivore diet will literally solve that problem for you. There's look up Dr. Sean Baker. Sean with a W, Shawn. Dr. Sean Baker, and look up his carnivore diet stuff. Because he was an osteosurgeon, and he basically went away from working at the hospital because he was getting people onto this diet, so they didn't need the surgery. And the hospital was like, "Well, no, this is a business, dude. We need people in the door, and you're changing their diet, and now they don't have osteoarthritis problems anymore." So yeah, that would be my best suggestion, mate. You'll be able to alleviate things that way. Did me wonders. Drink too much beer, need to cut back. Can't judge. Yeah, yeah. I gave up. I mean, I still drink alcohol occasionally, but it's very, very rare. Like I'll have one. I have one when we go and get some Indian takeaway occasionally. Look into it. Yep, yep. Yeah, Dr. Sean Baker, Sean with a W. The guy's in his 40s and he's got the world record on a rowing machine. And some people go, "Oh, it's not the real world." It's like you can't really get a better measure for a scientific study than a rowing machine that's all over the world in various gyms and stuff, and everybody competes on the same equipment. So there's, the conditions are the same, and this guy's in his 40s, and nobody can beat him on a rowing machine. So says a lot. He's probably been carnivore diet about 10 years now. Jordan Peterson did it. Another one, actually, Maggie, look up Michaela Peterson. Her name's bloody hard to spell, but it's Jordan Peterson's daughter, but she did a podcast. I think it's a Joe Rogan one with Michaela Peterson and Joe Rogan talking about all her diet and all the arthritis she had. She was getting like hip replacements when she was like 12 or 14 or something, right? So that helped her out. But yeah, the story of the Petersons, both her father and herself, and their experience with carnivore diet and arthritis and that, because it's battle he went through for years and years with his daughter. Yeah. Not screaming at you, just the uppercase as you can read it. Appreciate it, Lightwood. Use it for rheumatoid arthritis. Yep, yep. Yeah, so that's what was going on with Jordan Peterson's daughter was rheumatoid arthritis and all that kind of stuff, and her getting all these surgeries at a young age, and in the end they fixed it with change of diet. Well, yeah, who you are, William. If that's what you're into, that's what you're into, I suppose, mate. Live your life, man. I don't know. I don't know what you want me to say to that, my friend. Use a water rowing machine like it better than a treadmill. It can really do a good job on your fitness. Okay, nice. Yeah, I mean the gyms are so far from where I'm. That's why I have more of a home gym. There are gyms in the area, small ones, but nothing fancy. So I just work out at home. Hello, mate. Having a live in a minute. How are you, mate? I'm on live at the minute. How are you, mate? You all right? All right, like, all right, love. Yeah, good. Yeah, I've tried to stop the smoking quite a few times. I've done it successfully multiple times, but it hasn't lasted. But we're getting, yeah. I've been reducing lately. I got rid of vaping. I've been reducing them down a lot. Honestly, I smoke most when I'm on stream. Most of the day I'm not smoking, but Susie's noticed. I get on stream and I start smoking. It's anxiety. fight or flight response, right? I think I'm still getting used to being on camera, so hang on, I'll put them away. I'll put them away, so oh, there we go, they're away. I'm doing good, chat. Did I used to? Oh, yeah, man, I used to smoke a fair bit. Used to smoke a lot of it, man. Now I use it to level my mind out a little, just to balance my head out. But too much, and I'm lazy. Too much, I'm useless. Too much, anxiety, I can't function, right? So I'll have literally a puff every once in a while. I have to be very aware of my own mental state and regulating it. Yeah, Mandy, a lot of it is, we go for the option that's in front of us, right? So if I leave the pack sitting right there, I'll smoke like a chimney. If I put them away, I tend to be a bit better. It's like next thing that can go. Stress is understandable, yeah. Still, it's I don't want to make excuses. Plenty of people get by in the world without smoking, so I need to give up the cigarettes. You use a rucksack filled with water bottles. Yeah, that's what made me start streaming. I started streaming because I wanted to try and help other people with mental health and stuff, man. From a long history of depression, ADHD, and that, and then just years of looking into self-improvement and what worked and what didn't, and getting an understanding that, like, self-improvement, I used to bash my head on a wall mentally. I'd taken a lot of self-improvement content and I couldn't understand why it wasn't working for me. Like, I just could not, I could get stuff done and whatever, but it was never locking in. And then I learned that it's self-improvement, motivation, discipline works in a very different way from my brain, right? With ADHD or autism, or if you've got PTSD, any of these things, right? The list goes on, but it's just, yeah. It's if you're neurodivergent, it's a very different way of doing self-improvement. Why did I stop the push-ups? Haven't stopped the push-ups. I've been doing a lot of work in the garage and stuff, a lot of physical work around the house. So when I'm doing a lot of that stuff, I don't do the push-ups as well because it's just not sustainable for me. So I'll either, if I'm not doing a lot of physical work, then I'll do push-ups and stuff. But I am doing a challenge in September, man. So we are going to be doing push-ups all through August and September, like every day. We'll be doing a lot of those, man. Doing 739 push-ups every day in September for the New Zealand Prostate Cancer Foundation. So I'm doing a charity fundraiser thing for them. I do that each year. Each September I do that. I did it last September on my first channel, which is now long gone. Made this new channel, but we will be doing that every year. Mindset is everything. It's all about your mind. Your mind is actually your great strength. Mindset is everything. See, Sugar. Right, I call him Sugar. I do know what his name means. I call him Sugar. So Sugar, I'm glad we're getting some real conversation out of you now, mate. You're gonna have to change your YouTube name. You realise that, right? You're gonna have to just, I'm liking this version of you, mate. And stop smoking for the push-ups. You're gonna lose your breath. Yeah, I mean, I've done 1,000 push-ups before, like as a smoker and stuff. But yeah, it will make me smoke less for sure. I'm doing them every day for a month. So that is part of the plan. See, that was very intuitive of you, mate. See, you're sharp. You said you're 15, mate. You're sharp-minded fella, aren't you? And you came in here trolling. Don't waste your intellect, man. Turn your life around now. Don't figure it out. And you're 15 now. Don't wait another 15 years to figure it out like I did, man. You can actually have the things you want in life, bro. As much as the world's telling you otherwise, and everything looks unachievable, man. You start aiming for it at your age, you'll stomp past everybody your age who just wastes their time and they get out partying at 18 and whatever, and not aiming at what they should be aiming at, right? You do that, you'll walk past everyone. Wasn't trolling. Your name's a troll though. Your name in itself, mate. The moment I went to address your message, I'd be, it was entrapment, man. It was entrapment right there. I've seen it. We're going to lurker mode. Daughter wants Jumo, so going to put you on the big screen. Appreciate it, Outpost. Oh, the big screen. Oh, I don't know if anybody wants me on a big screen in HD. Do that at your own risk. Okay, Diana. Yep. Yeah, I think that would. I think for quitting that may actually help rather than having nothing there. But I am trying to taper down. Again, it's ongoing, right? I'm not perfect. As I say, I've got a long way to go myself with everything. This is about documenting the journey, right, and talking about things as we go, and all sort of trying to improve together. I learn from you guys, and you know, tried it when they first legalized it. It made me paranoid. 12 years, gave it away. Yeah, I know, bro. I know, but I think I'm going to change it. Yeah, yeah, sugar. It's a good idea. Change your name to sugar, sugar something. I don't know. I've already adopted the moniker of sugar for you now. Why stop smoking? You're going to die either way. You're getting old, and you're going to die soon. So why stop? Well, that comes to the same logic of why do anything though, right? Why buy a car? Why build a house? Why see anything in the world? Why do anything if we're all going to die, right? You can't think that way, man. You can't think that way. You can't go. We're all going to die anyway, so why bother? Um, I was in that state for quite a while, around your age. Like, just why bother? It's about going on the journey, man. The meaning of life is going on the journey. You get to have the experience, right? Put it this way: on the day you were made, just on the day you were made, let alone every other time you did, little spermies and things, right? Millions of little spermies went out of your dad that day, and you were the fastest fish. You won your first race. All the other millions don't get the experience of life. If you were any of the other little sperm, you would have been a totally different person. So there you go. So don't look down on life like we're all going to die anyway. Let's cut it short. Who cares? You're the one out of millions just on that one day. You're the one out of millions who made it, mate. You're the fastest little fishy. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here now. All the other little millions of spermies on the day you were made didn't make it, mate. Just you. Just you. So there you go. Different way of thinking. Experience at the fullest. That's smart. Well, otherwise you wouldn't experience anything. You know. I'm just saying. It's an absolute fluke you're here. Clear lungs now. Yeah. How long do you think it? How long do you reckon, Diana, before your lungs cleared up and that? Yep. It's a different perspective, right? But the main one that gets my mind is, I'm 40 next year. And it's like if the average lifespan is 75, let's say I live to 70, for example, right? I'm turning 40 next year. If I live to 70, that's 30 more years left. It's like, 30 years, that's not long. And then you narrow it down to like 30 more summers when you can actually like get out in the world and do stuff in good weather and that. And then the little snippets of summer, it's like, that 30 years becomes 30 summers, becomes how much time do you have each summer? How many other things are you dealing with? How much time do you actually get? It's not much, right? Life is a precious thing. We have ups and downs, but we can enjoy it a lot of things. That's exactly it, Quirky. If the more time we spend ruminating and going, what's the point? What's the meaning of life? Why are we here? Oh, why bother all that? It's all time where we could be having experiences, right? And obviously we know which one's going to make us, happier, make us feel better, right? It's getting out and doing stuff, right? Because it's usually the sitting around we beat ourselves up for. It's the inaction we beat ourselves up for, and that's why bother. You try and convince yourself, you know. It's a very hard thing to do, when you're not feeling it, right? But we all kind of know that we know deep down that the negative thoughts don't serve us. The self-doubt doesn't serve us, right? It makes things harder, right? So the more you sort of just try and frame things positively and like, right, I'm on my way, I'm out in the world, makes things flow a bit better. Yeah, they do clear eventually and be healthy. Yeah, I think it takes quite a while. Yeah, I just wondered, Diana, when you sort of notice for yourself a difference. For sure. Thank you. Quirky Crochet Quirky Crochet Creations. It's a good name, mate. We had somebody in here who crocheted their wedding dress once, but they haven't been by the channel for a long time. Hope they're doing well. But I was told if you stop, your lungs will clear eventually. Yep. Outcome, sir. G'day, Flynn. Good to see you, mate. I found true joy in Jesus. The meaning of life is to glorify God. Fair enough, Andrew. I don't do religion on the channel, but if that's your belief, that's all right, man. We just don't go into religious discussions. I'll just make that clear now, just so everybody can have their different beliefs. But yeah, for some people, it's finding religion, God, Jesus. For some people, it's they find skydiving. Some people get the pony they always wanted as a child. I don't know. Everybody has their own way, right? Everybody has different beliefs. So, oh, that's cool. I love crocheting. Yep. She used to sit in my streams and crochet a wedding dress. I can't remember the name now. Alicia, that's it. My brain was like, I know it was similar to Amelia, but I knew it wasn't Amelia. Yeah, Alicia W used to come on the channel a lot. So I hope she's doing well. Bear hasn't been around for a while. I hope Bear is doing well. Yeah, there's a few people I think of. I started streaming sort of only the night chats rather than these daytime ones, and I haven't seen some people for a while, so I hope they're doing well. Spoke some 7th grade, stopped by early 30s. About a year, I guess I could feel the difference. Okay, appreciate it. Appreciate the insight, Diana. Well, William, it's a bit of a waste of your time, man, isn't it? You could probably be finding better things to do with your time, mate. G'day, Wolverine. Yes, I get the reference, Wolverine, but we're not talking about that, mate. We're talking about self-improvement, self-focus, right? About what you can do about your own life, man. If you don't like the way the world is and you wish the world was a better place or something, or went better for you, turn inward. Make it better for yourself, right? Rather than looking to the world like the world. Nobody's ever coming to save any of us, sadly. Whatever it is you want in this world, nobody is just going to hand it to you. And you can have it if you want it, but you've got to stop waiting for the world to change or the world to meet you to make things possible. And find a way. Yep, that's it, William. That's what they try and push on everybody. I completely agree, man. That's exactly right, William. That's what they try and push on everybody. They've successfully rage baited an entire planet. Rage bait content you see that is designed to make you angry. They've done that to an entire planet. So what control do you have over that? You have control over your own time, over your own mind, over your own actions, right? So when you stop looking at all of that, of all the division and all the world has all these problems, cut all of that out and go, instead of looking at that, I already know all of that. Now I'm going to put that time at myself, at my own life, at finding a way out, rather than just sitting there being sad about it. That's not going to resolve it, right? If you don't change that, you're going to live your whole life that way, with that state of mind. Just so you see people like that, right, in their 60s and 70s, and they're the government, and I never got anything because the world never gave it, right? Whereas what are all the successful people saying? I took it upon myself. I made it work. I had to struggle through it. People are generally, they're scared to take risks because they're worried they'll fail. You're worried you're going to fail at what you do, but by not trying, you guarantee failure, right? So people are so scared of, if I take this risk, I might fail. And it's like, well, if you stay where you are, you've guaranteed failure by never even pursuing it. The thing you're afraid of is failure, so you don't do it, but that means you failed immediately without even trying. So you might as well try a bit. You might succeed, you might fail. You'll probably fail, who knows? But there's a chance of success, whereas failure is just failure. There's nowhere to go if you don't try. There's nothing being created. There's nothing being learned. So, type of that, but you get the point. It takes real strength of character to look within and self-reflect and want to improve from the inside. Yeah. Later, bro, here, take a like. Thank you, Sugar. Much appreciated, mate. And I'll see you soon, I'm sure. If you don't mind me asking, what authority do you have to offer these advices? No problem asking at all, mate. I'm not a healthcare professional. If anybody needs professional help, do call somebody. I'm just a guy who's had, battles with depression since I was 8 years old. ADHD, autism. I just speak from my own personal experience, right? Yeah. So I'm not. I'm offering advice I've learned through the self-improvement space, through people like Jordan Peterson and stuff like that. Stuff I've tried myself that I've found has worked for me and helped me, and I'm not giving sometimes I'll give information that's like, hey, this can work as well, but it didn't work for me, right? So again, I can only cite my own experience, man. It's just my own experience through life, talking about it. But yeah, I'm in no way a professional or anything like that, or qualified in this. I'm qualified in photography. You were in the challenge. Can I please have mod? What challenge? You can also fail at what you don't want to do as well. So you might as well risk failing what you want. Yep. Yep. That's it, Mandy. That's it, mate. There was a typoed one that I didn't get to, sorry. Sugar said, I developed a mindset like that, but it'll cost you the old version. Yeah, you need to kill off the weak parts of yourself, essentially, right? You need to dispense of the old to allow room for new. Life, like everything I ever worked for or owned in my 20s, I don't have. I don't have a single thing, honestly. Maybe some tools or something from back then. Maybe a spanner or two, But all the cars and motorbikes and furniture, all of it, none of it's. Don't have any of it anymore. Mandy said that's my biggest pet peeve is people who find other people always blame someone or something for their problems instead of self-reflecting. Yeah, Mandy, for sure. I'm setting up a challenge you would win. Oh. Mandy says he's just to go on a journey with us, creating a safe space to deal with our own stuff. Appreciate that, Mandy. It's a great way of putting it. The self-improvement content made me depressed, but I found out I had ADHD and it wasn't a mindset thing. Sorry, I found out like I had ADHD at about age 8 or 9, right? So they had me on meds and all that as a kid. But I will say this: it took me a long time to learn with self-improvement that there's normal self-improvement, and yeah, if you try to do that as an ADHD person, it's not going to work. It's going to make you depressed and feel like shit because it's going to be like, do this, do this, do this. All these people are succeeding off this method, and you're like, why am I still struggling? Why is this so difficult for me? What's wrong with me? And it's actually that you need a very, very different kind of self-improvement for ADHD or autism and things like that, right? PTSD, anything where the brain's experienced trauma or has some kind of chemical imbalance. You can't operate the way normal people operate. So we try and go into that box. Oh, I'll just grind for 10 hours a day at the stuff and just get up and grind and blah, blah, blah. And like you have to watch content to bring you into that. And then you feel like you're never learning. The ADHD self-improvement is very different. It's actually approaching things and being able to creating a life for yourself where you can step away as you need to and change tasks and actually flow rather than fight it. So you can use it to your advantage rather than trying to battle it so much. So I love to talk about that kind of stuff on here, man. Found out at 27. Exactly, so right. Oh, I appreciate the great question there, sorry. Paul, I don't know what that is, mate. Mindset is one part of the puzzle. Yep. A lot of it is creating evidence for yourself each day, right, Mandy? You kill off the old self by creating evidence and doing things each day, and basically everything starts to turn up in your life where you can't argue it and say, "Oh, well, that's wrong," or "That doesn't work anymore," right? I was told I was lazy by both parents. I did not realize. Still talking here, it's not lazy. All these years, I had no idea. Yeah, Diana, it's just a different way of operating, right? It's a that's the normal brain way of operating, and then there is a totally different way where it's I'm interested in this, and it's because the baseline dopamine of ADHD is so low. So normal people, they wake up and here's your dopamine baseline. This is a normal where dopamine sits, right? In ADHD, it's down here. You need like 2 times the amount to wake up in the morning. You need 2 times the amount of dopamine as a normal person to even sort of get up, which is why we'll go for cigarettes, we'll go for coffee, we'll go for video games, for whatever's, or doom scrolling, whatever is going to give us a whole heap of dopamine, right? But it's cheap, unearned dopamine with a lot of the modern stuff, which is why these devices are so harmful to neurodivergent people, right? Because you can escape into it so easily. So that's why I do the workouts and stuff as well, right? I've definitely struggled more with getting into the garage and stuff without working out each day lately. So That's why I'm doing the getting back into it and making sure. So all through August, I'm going to be upping my push-up numbers. We'll start at 200 a day, go up to 300 a day, 400, 500, 600. So that stepping into September, we're doing 739 push-ups every day for the New Zealand Prostate Cancer Foundation. So I do that each year. So it's 739 push-ups every day this year, for the months of September, because that's how many men in New Zealand died of prostate cancer last year, 739. So one push-up every day for each of those men. And yeah, try and fundraise some money on. There's a charity page set up. I do need to link it in a post on the channel, but I'll do that as we get closer to September. Mandy said, in saying that, I want to add something. This is something my ex said to me, but she made me feel like nothing. Didn't count as an achievement. So I was doing those things, but it never registered. Live and learn, Mandy, right? It's great we are able to talk about it here now. I think these chats really help everybody. So it's great to see. Like, you guys, I want you guys to understand that, like, hearing stuff like this from you, Mandy, and stuff is feedback. It's my evidence that this is worth my time and it's actually benefiting people and stuff. And the information I have can, help people. That's what it's all about. Am I Chinese? No, I'm not a Chinese, a big boy. I'm not a Chinese. I'm from New Zealand. New Zealand today, big boy. Yeah, okay, Michael. That's what I'm working on reversing now. I realise it's leaving me very drained. Yeah, yep. It just takes time, Mandy. Live and learn, mate. Live and learn. You know, you're learning it. You're learning all this stuff. More than a decade before I did. So again, that's the idea of the channel, right? I try and give the information that I wish I'd been able to find when I was as a teenager or in my 20s or whatever. Okay, Jimmy. I bought a notebook where everything I achieved goes in there. That's me acknowledging I did something. Yeah, Mandy. I love task lists. Like even just like a task list, even if it's got dumb shit on it, can be really good throughout your day. I do really well when I actually bother to make one. I've been slack on that too lately, actually. But like literally, if you brush your teeth and like remember to drink enough water today and whatever, and each throughout the day, you can just literally walk up, cross something off, and with a pen and actually physically strike it off and then move on to the next thing. And by the end of the day, you've got 20, 30 things crossed off. And it's like, oh, I've got brush my teeth on there. It's like, yeah, but you're doing it every day, right? So that's little hits of dopamine there. That's a really good strategy. It likes Dags. Periwinkle Blue, new caravan for me, ma. I reckon the rabbit gets fucked. Periwinkle Blue. You like Dags? Why the fuck do I want a caravan with no fucking wheels? Happy now, Jason? You got what you wanted out of that? Glad, mate. You're welcome. Make sure you hit the like button. What if there's a world war? Everyone's going to work together then? No, that won't be happening. All about focus and flow. Yeah, Michael. Yeah, I like that, mate. Why I said it's got to make sure you wire your brain to feel reward for achievements. If you bat yourself up or say you didn't do enough every time you do something, you're telling your brain that. Doing things leads to punishment and it kills motivation and energy. Yeah, Mandy, that's why it's so important as well to put rewards in your task lists. So you don't just want a list of 10 or 20 things. Like if you want to clear up your head rather than every time you want to do an activity, man, I've talked about this before, but I'll go through it again. If your head is full of, I've got to do this, I can't forget to do that. Right. You've got all this stuff where you lay awake at night. It's like, I can't forget to do that tomorrow. I've got to pay that bill. I've got to do this. I've got to do that. I've got to do that, right? Even throughout the day, every time you want to do any activity, you've got to cycle through all of it and decide what you want to do. The best thing to do is, put it all on paper and then it's all out of your head. You know that everything is in the book. Whenever you think of something, you just put it in your notebook. But you need to put rewards in there as well because, like, one thing we do as humans is we go, okay, well, I'm going to go do this and this and this, and then I'll go play video games for an hour, or I'll go get myself some takeaways tonight as a reward, or whatever, if I achieve these tasks. And one thing that can really screw you up is you do all the tasks, and then you don't give yourself the reward. And you don't go out and get takeaways that night and go, oh, actually, no, I'm going to clean the house for the next 4 hours and make sure I can smash this out, and then you go to bed. The next day, you're going to feel accomplished from yesterday, but you're going to be like, well, why don't I feel like doing anything? And your brain's like, well, you promised me we were going to do all this work, and I've done all the work, and we've done really well. Where's my reward you promised me? So you're breaking promises to yourself. So when you think back over your life, to get to where you've got to in mindset now, you might have 10, 20, 30 years of constantly robbing yourself of the rewards you promised yourself. And that's why the brain doesn't want to jump to activity, because it's like, I'm going to give you this and this and this if you do this. And it's like, really? Are you? Because how much proof do we have otherwise, right? So it's about keeping those promises to yourself to actually reward yourself, That's self-love, You can't just keep pouring out of your cup and never top it up, right? Crazy how it's still daytime for me. Well, I'm a day ahead, mate. So yeah, it's 1:45 p.m. on Tuesday here. We've probably got some new viewers in here, so every once in a while I can just do the random Susie appears reveal. See, she's been there the whole time. True story. It's because I'm see, like the blimmin'. Do you see what all these push-ups and pull-ups have done to my shoulders? Look, I've got too wide now. I barely fit. I'm gonna have to start horizontal streaming if I keep working out. My shoulders are gone from here to blimmin' out here. All these push-ups and all these pull-ups. Look, I've got too wide, chat. I've got too wide now. Yeah, we're gonna have to start horizontal streaming. Streaming. But yeah, we're gonna do 739 push-ups every day in September. Yeah, little ziz, bro. Ma, we got chicken or what? Ma! I'll get off here. Yeah, I'll get off here soon, love. I'll get off here soon, love. I think she's still working away in the corner. I won't get in trouble. Crikey. What's my biggest hot take? Oh, it'd have to be vegetables are toxic to humans, mate. My most kind of disagreeable opinion, hot take, right, would be if you want the diet that harms the least animals, eat a carnivore diet. Pure carnivore, eating steak and eggs. It harms less animals. Whereas a vegan diet harms the most animals, because when you go I've had vegans literally argue with me that, you mow down crops and whatever. I don't care if some bunny rabbit gets taken out by a farmer. It's like, well, it's still a life. It doesn't matter if it's a rodent or a mouse or a bird nesting in the field or whatever. It's they chew up all these crops and stuff for you. You can talk about organic produce, but things still go for it, right? Whereas a cow, you butcher one cow, it's one life, and 2 people can live off that meat for a whole year. You get that animal butchered up, you take the whole animal, everything, right? You can have that and some eggs from some chickens, and you're taking out one animal life a year to feed 2 people. So there you go. If you care about the animals and you want a right diet for the animals, eat steak. But in saying this, I've vegan and vegetarian friends. So they live their way. I don't push on them. But that's my opinion after everything I looked into with carnivore diets and stuff like that. So that's what I chose to. That's the conclusion I came to. That's how heroes look. Yes. I'm turning into a. I got to work on my superhero landings as well. We'll have to do that. I can do the German hang. I can do the rollover. I can roll my whole body over with my arms here. I can roll my whole body flipped over. It's in one of my shorts. So I've got to learn to drop off the bars there and like superhero landing it. You have some news? What is the news, Priest? Is it good news? I hope it's good news. The long drawn out letters seem like this could be good news with the hay with 4 Y's, have with 3 E's, some with 4 M's and 3 E's, and news with 3 S's and an A on the end. Sounds very exciting. You got a boyfriend. Now, does he know about this, Priest? Does he know? I'm not going to see him on a milk crate or something? Okay, good. Oh, I'm glad to hear it then, mate. That's good. It's exciting. G'day, Monica. So yeah, somebody asked for me hot take on that, and there you go. That's my opinion. Just got to make sure, like the food corporation. There's no like laser beams on my head, right? I can keep talking on here on the internet. I gotta be, don't want to get in trouble. What was it in the Simpsons episode when Lisa became a vegetarian? The billboard, says don't eat beef, and it's like she's like, oh, and it's like eat deer. Naomi, g'day. How are you, mate? How are you? Monica. It's the humidity, people. Can do the Australian version. It would be Monica, in full Australian. True story. Todd, you're in the ER for 3 days. Oh, rough one. You feeling all right now, mate? I hope you're all right there, Naomi. Oh, you're Mexican. Oh, your name is Monica. Like, no, Monica in Fast and the Furious. There we go. Good to know. We have Beantown in here. I believe Beantown is from Guatemala, actually. I think he said. I need to double check on that one. I sometimes talk in Russian accent because I'm learning Russian. It helps sometimes, and I correct myself. This is very good, comrade. It is very good for you, maybe, to learn Russian. Do I eat Vegemite? No, I never liked it. Never liked the Vegemite or Marmite. Oh, you broke your ankle, mate. Ooh, it's no good. Mate, make sure you get take your time with it. Don't try and rush the recovery, or it'll give you I've broken my ankle, front and back at the same time once, and I rushed my recovery on it a bit and tried to just walk and be normal too soon. And it's given me a lot more problems than it would have, So I would say just be patient with it as it heals over the next few weeks. Don't try and rush around and be out of a moon boot. Don't try, as frustrating as it is, don't try and be back to normal as soon as you can. Give it time to actually heal. Give it a good 6 weeks where honestly you do very little with it. That would be my suggestion. But yeah. It's always good fun trying to have a shower when you've got broken bones and stuff. But the best trick, if you got, even if they say, oh, take the moon boot off, have a shower, whatever, the best thing you can do, broken arm, whatever, or leg or whatever, get a trash bag and just put it over your leg, and then put a big rubber band around it, and then you can just go have a shower and whatever. Especially if you got a cast on, yeah, big trash bag and a big rubber band, and you just sling it on. Works well, keeps the water out. You can put a bit of a towel inside the top of the bag as well, maybe to put the rubber band around, see a little bit better. You're still numb? Yep. Painkillers, they give you help. Yeah. Hopefully they gave you some. He's a Chinese from New Zealand. I am a Chinese from New Zealand. Thank you. Your left wrist, you wrapped up, done kayak. Yep. I'm trying to think. I've done this collarbone, this elbow. There's a big scar up there. I shattered this elbow. That's why this arm doesn't straighten fully. I shattered my elbow. There's a bit of wire in there holding it together. Broke my hand. Broke my right hip, knee, and ankle in 2 places. I think that's all of it. Yeah, no smell though. Yeah, that's always fun with the casts. Yeah, the urge to itch with a ruler down inside a cast. Oh, horrible. Hey, buddy. Hey, Joseph Solar. How are you, man? Good to see you. She's still working a bit at the moment, but yeah, I won't be on here too much longer, guys, because she will want to hang out and talk to me about some stuff. So I'll do a little bit longer, do another few minutes or something. I need to have something to eat. It's nearly 2 o'clock now. I went, oh, come on, I'll do a bit of a stream. And, yeah. But we did a morning stream in the garage. But yeah, pretty quiet like usual, cleaning out my workbenches and stuff. But I had a podcast going on there that I thought people would enjoy, but the viewers didn't seem to stay. So we won't do that again. Lesson learned. Just subscribe. Thank you, Monica. Much appreciated, mate. We just hit 2,000 subscribers yesterday. So I'm over the freaking moon, guys. So I appreciate all the support. You guys have all been amazing. Hey, I popped up in your feed. Hey, Feeny, good to see you, man. Feeny, you have no idea how long I've been trying to catch your lives for, man. But I literally always miss them. Because you're on for like 12 or 15 minutes. Always miss Feeny. Be great for you to do some chat stuff as well, Feeny, if you can find the time, mate, after a workout or something, or even before, sit and chat with people for half an hour or something to talk about your journey and that, mate. Anybody who hasn't found, I'm going to actually pin that. This is me mate Feeny. He's on a very, very big weight loss journey. He's been busting his ass for over a year, and his channel needs more consecutive viewers when he's on. But he's quite hard to catch, old Feeny live. Yeah, yours are short, but yeah. Feeny puts up shorts every day. He tracks his weight loss journey, and he's tracking all the numbers and everything, right? And let's go. Much love and respect. G'day, Nate. Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. Use my dad's back scratcher to itch my foot when it's in a cast. Yes, reminds me of Family Guy. Back scratcher, back scratcher, back scratcher. Nice to catch me on. Appreciate it, Mama. Yeah, I will be doing a lot. I'm doing a lot more streaming. We're starting to really build it back up now. So back to doing the garage streams during the day. Just for a while, I've only been doing the nighttime chats. So that's we'll be doing that in about another 4 hours or so. Roughly, and about 4 hours away. But yeah, I'll be doing more and more morning stuff, and I've got this push-up challenge coming up. So I'm doing, in September, 739 push-ups every day for Prostate Cancer Foundation New Zealand. So all through, basically, I keep being a bit slack. I keep saying I'm going to do push-ups live on here. I'm like, oh, I'll probably do one tomorrow, guys. Like, I'm just going to come out. We'll from the start of August, from August 1st in New Zealand, we'll start building up the push-up numbers for September. But right now, I've got a lot on my mind, a lot going on. So I don't want to promise things and not deliver. So 1st of August, we'll start doing 200, 300, whatever push-ups a day and building that up. But yeah, 739 push-ups every day for a month is it's not the kind of challenge I've ever taken on before. I hope I can do it. I hope I won't let people down, to be honest. Self-doubt on that one. Okay, I'll bug you if you don't. I need to start my weight loss journey. Yeah, Monica, one day or day one, right? If you don't change something, you end up dying that way. Whatever we don't address and change, if something's bothering you now and you never address or change it, you live your whole life and that's just life. And that applies to everything we do, right? Anything we don't rectify, we don't improve, we're gonna leave this world that way. Or it's another 10 years before we do it and the problem's worse, right? Or something. So the sooner you start, the sooner you can move on into a new chapter in life, right? The sooner you can create that evidence for yourself of the new path, new efforts, right? Thank you, bro, for the awesome content. Love it and the energy you put into the content. Appreciate that, Nate. I try my best, man. I just, as always, man, it's just being myself, right? The more you yourself, the better things go on here, I think. I think that's what people can relate to, just a real conversation, See you later, Mark. Have a good day. Thank you, Lightwood. Thank you for being here. Much appreciated, mate. Always a pleasure to have you. What it do, T-Mac? Oh, same old, man. Just flowing along. Having a bit of a lunchtime kind of chat. Came in for a coffee from the garage and stuff, and we know I'll chat for a bit. Yeah. I might do, I'll probably only do one more chat stream today, but I don't know, might be on in the garage in an hour or two. We'll see how we go. I try not to over-plan too much. Never know how the days are going to go around here. Yep. I am going to head off. I'm going to head off on this one, guys, as I've already done a lot of work in the garage this morning, and then I streamed from the garage for an hour, and now I've done about an hour and a half here, but I do need to bomb back to some work, so I need to chat to the lady here. See, she's right there. See, so I talked to my missus who's been at work and catch up with her for the day and all that, and have something to eat and blah blah blah. Yep. Chow. Yes, I need some chow. Not just a chow as in a goodbye. I need some chow, some food, yes. Thank you all for being here. Massive shout out to all my moderators. As always, number one, shout out to my moderators for their support. Second, shout out to all my members, super chatters. Thank you for all your support of the channel. You guys are incredible. check out my shorts content. And if you're looking for a couple of good videos to watch after this, check out on my channel playlist. There's a playlist on the channel called Content That Helped Change My Mindset. Watch both videos there. It'll give you a really interesting perspective on things. All right. Thank you very much, guys. Have a good evening, sleep, whatever, morning, whatever it is for you. Keep your head up. The thoughts in your head are not who you are. Just because there's chatter in the skull, it doesn't mean it's real, doesn't mean it's reality, doesn't mean it's true. It's just noise in the skull. You don't have to listen to it. The negative thoughts don't really ever work out for us, do they? So tell that shit to shut up. Go find something you can be proud of to do. Just even if it's a small little thing, little improvement. Especially if it's in your immediate environment, you can visually see. Work at that. Change your environment out. Start whatever's closest to you and work your way out through your environment. All right. See you later on, guys. Pleasure as always. Peace.